beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading for the new moon. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your new moon reading. It's in the sign of Sagittarius, and the new moon occurs on the 23rd or 24th of November, depending on where you are in the world. Now, this is a very positive new moon as it brings a benevolent energy. It coincides with Jupiter going direct, which is the planet of good fortune, expansion, and good luck. So if you have been feeling that your luck is not flowing in the right direction, or you've been feeling a little bit stuck, then this new moon cycle will actually help you with that. Being in the sign of Sagittarius, you'll also feel influence to broaden your horizons. Now, this can be in areas where you feel you want to book travel, for example. Could also be that you pick up a new hobby or you return to an old hobby that you used to enjoy. Could also be that you book adventures or that you make bold moves in your career or in terms of your personal development, okay? Because Sagittarius is a very strong sign that is forward moving, and it's all about accomplishing things, connecting to things that are really interesting, achieving whatever you set out to do, and being passionate in the moment. So it is really about exploring all opportunities available to you. Now, also, we have a very interesting connection between Mercury, Venus, and Chiron, which can bring healing to any situations if you've been hurt in the past. Now is a perfect moment. I'm just going to go get the card for you. Now is the perfect moment to release any difficulties or sadness from the past, or if anybody's been unkind to you, or you've had any unfortunate or unfair situations, now is the time to release that energy in order to embrace healing. I mean, you've got the star energy right there, so definitely some healing showing up for you over this new moon period. Also, if you've had a turbulent time recently, or you've been overthinking things, expect the energy to settle down a little bit as you align with a calmer, more peaceful energy. Now, do be mindful that Uranus is still in the mix, so it's still very active and influencing us all. So there are potentials for U-turns, people changing their mind, people going back on promises, breaking their word, that sort of thing. Now, this can be on a personal level, but can also be in terms of world events as well. So watch out for that occurring too. Now, in particular, my beautiful Virgo, your 4th house is influencing you. Now, your 4th house is all about where you feel like you belong, all things domestic. Now, this could be your home space. Some of you may be actually focusing on rearranging your home space, doing a bit of DIY or redecorating, even decluttering is something that you will be influenced to do, a little bit of reorganization around the home space. Also, it's about asking the bigger philosophical questions about where you feel you fit in. Who are your people? Are you really gelling with the world that you've built for yourself? What changes are necessary as you move on your path towards stability and towards settling down in this energy as to where you feel you belong or feel where you fit in, your soul tribe energy, okay? Now, right now in the water, before I even start, they're showing me plants. So either someone is just watering their plants, nurturing their plants, or maybe you've just bought a new plant. They're showing me it's really well, it could be any plant really, but the one that they're showing me, because they've shown me an array of plants, so perhaps you're thinking about, adding some plants to your home space, or you have them. I mean, if I was to guess at the name of this plant, I think it's like a spider plant, okay? Spider plant, where all these leaves, they just sort of droop down. Beautiful, beautiful plant there. I mean, spiders, obviously it's a plant I'm seeing in the water right now, but it can, plants mean growth, and spiders tend to be all about good luck because they, attract success, luck. The dream catcher is in the style of a spider's web in order to catch your dreams, or, catch good things for yourself. So it can mean that there's going to be a period of growth for you at the moment, but it could literally just be that you've just bought some plants. So please take it as it resonates. Now, what am I looking at here? The overall energy. I feel like you've been feeling a little bit confused about direction, or you've been feeling a little bit, disconnected from your soul path, and you felt very, very stuck or in limbo. But it's giving you an opportunity to really look at yourself with value, how to value yourself, build healthier boundaries, really connect to healthier patterns in your life. But you may feel a little bit frustrated. Okay, there's something here. As we move through this new moon period, you're actually going to release yourself from something that has been feeling very restrictive for a while. Whether this is a relationship, friendship, or a situationship that you've got yourself into. And I don't mean as in, a relationship. I mean, it could be like something to do with your career. I'll pull some cards to go a little bit deeper, but they're indicating that you're in control. I mean, you've got two cards. I mean, you've really got three cards. This is your protagonist energy. You've got the Bear, you've got the Empress, and this is the Magician. So this is about focusing on, you valuing yourself and totally bossing up. The Bear is a very positive card. It indicates, that you have a lot of power right now. You're going to get a lot of strength in the new moon is going to bring you a lot of strength, a lot of power, a lot of realization that you are in a very good position, even though you may feel that you're not right now. Also, it can be that you're in a protective mode. So some of you may have felt like going off grid for a little bit, really focusing on yourself for self-care, because you've been putting a lot of yourself out there to help other people. With the Hangman energy over here, I feel like you need a little bit of rest, a little bit of recuperation in order to, quieten the mind is what they're showing me. But we'll get to that in a moment. The Bear energy is about, enduring difficult circumstances, being strong enough to take the journey that you've taken so far. So I feel like you have been a bit of a warrior or a bit of a warrioress, my beautiful Virgos. I feel strength is something that is your superpower. I know, a lot of people what do you call them? Superheroes are kind of like meant to be strong anyway, but you've actually got a real strength of endurance, okay? You thrive and survive under difficult circumstances. You always manage to find a way. And I feel some of you may be thinking about stepping into a leadership role. Now, whether that's in terms of your career or whether it's in terms of a group of people, maybe even a social group, your community, perhaps, people are looking to you for leadership at this time, and I feel like you are stepping into that role naturally because you are a natural born leader. Okay. Also, the Bear does kind of indicate success, that you are capable of going the distance. You don't give up even when things are difficult, even when situations you found yourself are difficult, or there's sparse, there's lack, or there's shortages, things like that. You manage to find a way to be very clever about your circumstances. The Bear, as I said, operates under difficult circumstances, thrives and survives because they've got the stamina to do so. I definitely get this energy here of you looking for direction though. So some of you, you've got your eye on the top prize. You want to elevate in your world. You want to take charge, but you're making sure that this time it's not at the cost of your health. You're not going to run yourself ragged just to get to where you want to go. Most importantly, I feel over this new moon, you're actually realizing your worth, okay? You may have like inklings where you're like, you know what, I really deserve better, or yeah, I really deserve more. And I feel this is a new moon that's really going to illuminate that for you. I feel like suddenly you're going to be inspired to get going on something that you feel you deserve or something you've been working really hard towards. You're actually getting closer to it, okay? The Empress card is a card of healthier sort of living. When you really break it down, it's about nourishing yourself. It's you stepping up into a new version of yourself. So some of you, even though the fourth house is influencing you at this time regarding stability and your home life, some of you may even connect to healthier diets, exercise routines, sleeping patterns, also important. But I feel like overall, I feel like you're recognizing your potential, because these two cards are about potential and talent, and you've got so much. You've been gifted with so much talent, so much drive, so much commitment. Anything that you focus on, actually you turn it into something really great, but you just lack confidence, my beautiful Virgo. Sometimes you don't see that within yourself. Sometimes you don't see how talented or gifted you are. The Empress card also is a card of because we've got the home space right now. If you've got children and the fourth house is influencing you, you may feel that you want to spend more time with your children and you're going to have a lot more fun. You may feel what parent does not feel protective over their children? The bear can also be that like mama bear energy. So there may be something that you need to resolve for your child over the new moon. They may come to you with, something they want to confide in, and they want comfort and sanctuary with their parent. I feel like your guides are, if you do have children, your guides are kind of, giving you the thumbs up. You're a great parent. Okay, and they're really proud of the energy that you're bestowing upon your children. It's a difficult task to bring up children, of course, the next generation. So they want you to know you're doing a good job, is what I'm getting here. Now, the Empress also is a card of recognizing that you're very attractive. Okay, I feel even though there may be something here where you're like, you've had a tough journey, and as you mature, you start to realize that you need to focus on things that are really important in your world and sort of not be allowed to procrastinate or have distraction or, petty squabbles, things like that. I feel like you're eliminating those sort of things out of your life as you mature. Now, the Empress card also, though, is about natural beauty or natural attractiveness, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. So I definitely see you, pampering yourself and looking in the mirror with a lot more positivity, not being so hard on yourself, realizing that actually you are attractive. You've come to this lifetime, they're giving me right now, in this vehicle that we call the body, okay? And we all come in different shapes and sizes and forms, and we must love ourselves in this moment, because we can never be something other. We can only be ourselves. So acceptance is so important, and to love yourself fully, because as soon as you do that, you give permission to other people to love you in the same way. But we must love ourselves first. Unconditional love, they're just giving me right now. The cup of love starts with the self first. So you may feel compelled over the new moon to pay a little bit more attention to your own needs, my beautiful Virgo. Even though you're giving a lot of yourself to other people, it's important as you go through the new moon, knowing that you also deserve time, care, and attention. They're actually giving me, you are gold. You are gold, okay? You are gold. So that's what they're giving me right now. They're also indicating that you've learned to be strong. They keep giving me this. You've learned to be strong, because they're showing me the owl on the shields there, and that's all about knowledge, okay? It's almost like the knowledge you have will protect you in your circumstances, because you may be feeling in a bit of a protective mode. You may be protecting your finances, protecting your dreams, protecting your concentration, phasing out anything or anybody that, would in some way derail you from your goal or your intentions. They're indicating that you're becoming a little bit more focused as we move throughout this moon period. The Magician card is, of course, a card of manifestation, law of attraction. You're turning your visions into reality. But as I said, at what cost? I feel like you're putting your own needs first, and you're recognizing that you are someone to be valued, and that your dreams have value, and that actually this is a time for nurturing any creative ideas. It's a time for self-healing, self-love, but it's also a time for creating a path that helps you move forward towards abundance. I definitely see something you've been working on, something you've been really focusing on, almost like you've committed yourself to something that you've been working really hard towards for such a long time, and they're indicating it's starting to show up for you. It's starting to show up for you. Now, as I'm holding the Magician card, because this is a card of like, you've got this, you've got all the skills, the talent, the drive, everything you need, the intelligence to make things happen. This is a time of abundance for you and being really savvy with your decisions. In the water right now, they're showing me a shape of a snowflake. A snowflake, okay? Now, the shape of a snowflake, it's very unique. No snowflake is identical. So they're indicating that you're different. Acknowledge that. You are unique. Acknowledge that. Sometimes you're fragile. Sometimes we're all fragile, and you may feel a little bit sensitive as we move throughout the new moon period, because we are heavily affected by the new moon cycle as well as the full moon cycle. But they're giving this energy of individuality, that you're a complex individual, and sometimes what other people need is not what you need, and you need to be okay with that. You need to, ask for more. Ask the universe for what you truly deserve, okay? Give yourself permission to ask for more abundance. I feel like you're attracting that. You've worked really hard for it, and that's what you're attracting, okay? The new moon cycle is going to be very, very positive for you, but there is some sort of reward headed your way, and it'll reach you by the new moon. The full moon is what they're showing me. There is reward by the full moon. So I'm just going to pull some cards on that later on. No, they said now. Okay, so I'll do that now. Now, the fact that they gave you a symbol of a snowflake, this could be relevant. You may see images of snowflakes everywhere in the next 4 to 5 weeks. This may be, you may see someone's got a tattoo of a snowflake, or you may actually see an artwork with the snowflakes in it. So watch out for that. Snowflakes are important, okay? Now, the Temperance card indicates something you're mixing up, something that you are in a transitionary period with right now. It's going to bring you a lot of reward. 10 of Cups is pure abundance. It's happiness. It's happy families. It's peace of mind. It is, the thing that you've been working towards, that happy ever after. Now, of course, happy ever after, we all know that that is something that never really comes. We find happiness within ourselves. But I feel like you're taking a step towards that place where contentment truly exists. And I feel like you got the support of others as well in something that you're trying to shake up, because I feel like you're in a exploratory period, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. I feel like you're mixing things up a little bit, because the Temperance card is also about, it's kind of like a regeneration energy. It's about something you've been patiently working towards, blending, mixing things up to see if you've got all the right ingredients to make something slot into place and be successful. And the answer is yes, you have that. Now, some of you may actually be pregnant, okay? Or you are focusing right now on pregnancy or trying to get pregnant. I feel like with the Temperance card, it's like patience. It's going to be, obviously it'll happen in divine timing, but the rewards are going to be so wonderful. We got the Temperance card there with that 10 of Cups. And as you can see, if you are, because we got the Empress card here, okay, you may have had a tough pregnancy if you are pregnant at the moment, but I feel like things get easier. It starts to become a little bit more of a smoother pregnancy. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there. Now, also we've got the Rider. So this is a card that's in the resistance position. So it's like I got it in the reverse. So you may have felt like nothing's happening at the moment. Things are not, there's no movement. You may feel a little bit stagnant, and you may be sort of trying to find direction or find inspiration to make your next move. Over the new moon period, you will find your inspiration. The Rider, again, is number 1. You have a lot of cards that are number 1. You've got the Magician card twice. Is it? Why am I saying you got the Magician card twice? Yes, you do have the Magician card twice. Okay. Sorry, I'm channeling at the same time. And, I couldn't see because the Hangman was over the bottom there. I couldn't see that that was the Magician card, but my guides were saying you've got the Magician card twice. So I realized, yes, they're right. So I feel like your focus, whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're manifesting, it's showing up for you through sheer will and ability. Have you ever thought about something and it just shows up? You frivolously said, oh, I really would love that to happen, and it just happens. But the things that you really sort of focus on and say every day, I really want this to happen. Please let it happen. Please, I really want it. I really want this. If only this could happen. That's the thing that never shows up as quick for you, okay? And this is for everybody. It's a thing with law of attraction. Every time we ask for something, we reorder it. It's like if you're in a restaurant and you're saying, hey, I'd love number 5 on the menu, and then they take your order and they bring it to the kitchen, and then the server comes back and it's like, oh, by the way, could I just add that thing on? Could I just have a side of this? And like, okay, it delays. You're still going to get it, but it'll delay. So every time you ask for something, you're like, okay, I would really love success in this area of my career. And then the universe says, it shall be so. We will bring you your order. And then the next day you're like, oh, I really love that to happen, success in my career, but can I also make this amount of money with that as well? And then it's like, okay, well, we'll put your order in. So if you're reordering every day, your orders keeps going back because it's being changed. So I always say to everybody, really focus on what you want. Choose the words carefully. A one-off order with the universe and say, I really want this. And then tuck it away and forget about it and let the universe do its magic. Whatever this is for you, it is showing up for you. Don't crush it by keep reordering. That's something that they really want you to be aware of. But you are going to start having movement over the new moon period. This is a card of news headed your way, but also momentum being gathering. So I feel like you're taking action on something you're inspired to do. I feel like you're going to actually have a lot of a creative productivity kind of energy coming through. It's like suddenly you may want to draw painting, or connect to something that you find is a creative outlet. I mean, it could be like you want to fix your bike, or you want to make a new bike, or you want to fix an engine or something like that. Something to take your focus. And I feel as you're taking your focus off a decision that you have to make, suddenly the answer comes to you because you're not so focused on it. So that's coming through as well there. The star energy, you may have been feeling, that you've been through testing times recently. It's really encouraging that the universe is giving you the 6 of Swords, which means you're coming out of testing times, or if you feel people have been testing you, you're definitely being moved out of that energy. If you've been very confused about your direction, or you've been confused about your prosperity path, they're indicating that this is going to be a period of enlightenment over the new moon. You're actually going to find serenity, peace, but clarity. And you're going to feel inspired as well to take action. It's almost like, when you get those boosts of energy and you feel like you're on top of the world and you're like, wow, I feel so energized at the moment. I'm not sure why. I feel like it's because it's coming from you, body, mind, and soul, being in the right place, really aligning yourself, really connecting to healthier thinking patterns, healthier diets, exercise routines, sleeping patterns, most importantly. They keep underlying sleeping patterns. But the star energy indicates success. It's a card that is also connected to healing. So if you felt very stuck in a rut, something that perhaps you're asking the questions, why? Why did that person hurt me? I can't see why they treated me that way. I'm a good person. I didn't deserve that behavior. I didn't deserve that. Because I feel like there's something here that has really tormented you or really weighed on your mind. Okay, you may have, with the star energy, it's like, I feel like you finally get an opportunity to let that go. Okay, you release it, because the 8 of Swords in this position, it's like I got it in the reverse. You release something that has been keeping you captive for a while. So whether it was a past situation, something someone said to you, or whether it was childhood wounding, or whether, I feel like you're not allowing it to control you any longer. You are now in control. Okay, you've got 3 cards of control, of powering up, being the boss of you. And It no longer serves a place to keep you stuck or to rob you of your confidence, is what they're showing me. Now, for some of you, you may, now this is not going to resonate for everyone. What I'm getting here is some of you may have had a desire to be in the limelight or be in the spotlight. But with the Eight of Swords there, you may have some sort of stage fright, or you have some sort of nervous anxiety. This could also apply to people who have to do a presentation, or, you know, that you want to be at the top of your game. You have aspirations to be very, very successful, but you get a little bit nervous because you start to doubt yourself, or you start to, you know, clam up, can't find the words. Your guides want you to be aware. It's because this is so important to you that sometimes you get so anxious about it. You care so much, okay? And it's important for you to realize that you will accomplish what you want to. You will accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. But take a step back and detach yourself from it. It's almost like, yeah, when something means so much, you hold on to it so tight and you're like, oh my gosh, it must be perfect. I need to do it this way. And we get so caught up in the expectation of it all. But your guides are saying, if you take a step back and detach yourself from the energy and say, you know what? I'm going to give my best today. I'm going to give it my all. And that's all I can give. And it shall be so. And then you will actually release that anxiety and you will breathe. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's coming through if you've got a presentation, or there's, I mean, it could be in any career. It doesn't mean you want to be famous, but if, because the star energy does connect to fame or being in the spotlight or being recognized for what you do, it can feel uncomfortable because sometimes you feel judged. When you start to become more successful and you start to level up to the next level or go to the next rung on the ladder, you start to judge yourself a little bit more harshly because you want to be good at what you do, or you want to keep the momentum going. But your guides are asking you, they know you care so much about it. Just take a step back and realize that you are a human being. You don't always have to be a human doing. Okay. Also, they want you to be aware there's no such thing as failure, only how to learn to do things differently or change things that are not working. Okay. They want you to remember all the greatest minds of our time, whenever they created something or they were, you know, mixing things up, because I feel like you're mixing things up right now to make something really work in your world. And I see what they're showing me is those people. And this has come up before in reading, so I do apologize if you've heard this before, but they're showing me again. They're indicating that the greatest minds of our time, they didn't just wake up one morning and just know. They experimented, they tried things out, and what worked, they kept, and what didn't, they left it behind. They didn't let it get them down. They didn't let it distract them from their true north. They kept on track. And then they were successful. So they just want you to be aware of that. So if you're trying to really build your empire, or you're setting up your own business, or if you're becoming an entrepreneur, or even looking to raise in a promotion, keep going. You're going to be successful. You're more powerful than you realize, and you're actually in a more powerful position as well than you give yourself credit for, is what they want you to be aware of. Now, this doesn't have to be in career. This could also be in friendships. If you've been having a difficult time with a friend, I feel like there's a potential here for your friend to reach out with an olive branch, or if there's someone that you've been dealing with that's been pushing your buttons and there's been a bit of conflict, there is an olive branch being offered in the next 4 to 5 weeks, is what they're showing me. Okay, now your outcome energy, we do have, they're just telling me as well, getting better sleep is what they're, okay, getting better sleep will calm your mind. It will rejuvenate your brain. Okay, because they're indicating someone here, and this is not going to resonate for everyone. They're indicating someone who, you know, feels like they're getting older. They're forgetting things. Okay, they're indicating that you're burnt out. Okay, you need some rest. And they're just indicating, just make sure you get that rest, and then you'll be fully functioning on all cylinders, is what they're giving me. Okay, now the outcome energy, we've got ways. Now this is the crossroads, of course, in the Lenormand deck. So I do feel like you're weighing up your options, and something that you've either reevaluated or hesitated on. I feel like suddenly you are in control of everything and you know the direction you want to head in. So if you've been questioning your path, or your soul path or your true calling, if you've been questioning that, or even something that you've been wrestling with, I feel you put yourself first. It's not what's good for everybody else. It's not what everybody else expects. It's what's good for you. And I feel like you're taking action and moving in the right direction, okay? This is the equivalent of the Judgment card. You understand what you need to do. You're being called forward to take a direction that you need to follow. And this is your true purpose, your true prosperity. And I feel you have everything you need right now to be on the right path towards abundance. They're just talking about focus. So I feel the majority of energy for the new moon is all about focus, attention to detail, not doubting yourself. Because the Eight of Swords is like self-imposed restriction. So it can mean to be imprisoned in the mind with fear or feel like we don't have the resources to get to where we want to go. But whenever you haven't got a resource at your disposal, it's about using an alternative to still keep moving forward. Don't allow these things to get in your way, these obstacles, okay? I see you moving forward anyway on whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. We got the Magician card. So a lot of your new moon energy, these are bigger philosophical questions. These are, am I heading in the right direction? Am I making a difference? Am I making my mark? Does it matter what I do? Is it important? I feel like you're asking those bigger questions because I feel like you're steering clear of anything that isn't fulfilling. Okay, the Magician card is all about setting intentions and seeing the truth versus illusion. So it's about you being really honest with yourself and going, okay, I'm at this point in my soul path. Where do I want to go next? Okay, if I want to go to the right, it just means that I've got to do this, this, and this. I've got to be honest with myself and say, it's cause and effect. I have to take the first step. And as soon as I do, things start sort of slotting into place. And sometimes the bigger picture looks really daunting. So they're asking you to dissect and see the details, to not let yourself become overwhelmed by this big thing that you feel like you have to achieve or you have to accomplish. Remember, the universe will take care of things slotting into place for you. All you have to do is take the first step and show the universe your commitment to whatever goal or dream that you want to accomplish, okay? Same with relationships. If you set your intention, you want to be with a person who is honest, kind, loyal, has a beautiful heart, who is, reciprocal in loving energy and easy on the eye, of course. It's not about aesthetics, but that just came up just now, so I don't know why that's coming through, but I have to say what is coming up in the scrying. They're indicating, write all those things down, get clear on what you want, give your order to the universe, and it shall be so. And this has not really come up in anybody else's reading, my beautiful Virgo, but because you've got the Magician twice, it really indicates that there is some sort of magical element to you when it comes to the law of attraction over the new moon period. So I would use that new moon energy, especially since we've got Jupiter going direct. Jupiter delivers goals. Jupiter delivers dreams. It is good luck. So because you've got the Magician twice, I would say write down a list of things that you want to show up in your world. You are capable of manifesting that at this time. And not every sign has got this. I mean, there's Sagittarius energy. They've got hot, really strong influences from Jupiter. But you're the second sign, really. You've got the major energy of manifestation. So I'd write down a list of the things that you want, put it safe somewhere, only order it once. Okay, and it shall be so. We've got the Hangman energy. Now the Hangman energy it's an interesting one because it kind of says, relax, don't fret. Always a new perspective can help with a situation that we feel worried about. So it's like, take a pause, take some time out. Even if you feel like your world is being thrown upside down, or if you feel things have just been out of perspective recently, it is time to take a pause to reevaluate. You're going to get moving on something, but you don't need to rush into it, okay? What it requires is your focus. Now, in terms of finances, because I'm not seeing any pentacles here, they're indicating that, abundance is headed your way. Now, this could be in the form of a promotion or an increase in your finances, having even a little bit more than you expected. They're indicating something you've been working hard towards building is showing a lot of positivity for you. It's showing a lot of growth for you. The Hangman indicates that any missed opportunities, they were not meant for you. This is a time of seeing that we have to let go of the things that are not working, or the things that are not meant for us, in order to make space and clear space for the things that truly are meant for us. You know, they always say, if you're harboring feelings for someone from your past, you're never going to be sent somebody new, because you're already attached to something. So even if you say, I really want to find love, but deep down you're in some way connected to something from the past, the universe is saying you're not ready yet. You haven't cleared space for the new. Clear the space and the door shall open. Same with, you know, if you're thinking about that missed opportunity. I should have gone. I should have gone for that opportunity. Or, you know, I should have had that thing. I should be further along on my path. You're connected to expectation. And whilst we can dream or visualize what we want, sometimes if we let go of the expectation, the universe delivers something even better than before. Okay, so they just want you to be aware of that. The Hangman and the Six of Swords together indicate no more waiting. You are moving forward. You are making progress. Yes, it's been a testing time. Yes, things have been difficult, but know that your guides are bringing you out of difficulty, and there is a time where things get easier. There's more peace of mind as well. I know the world circumstances are, you know, fraught with very fluctuating energy, and sometimes things feel good and sometimes they feel down, and we've got a lot of news and everything like that, and we feel bombarded with energy. But know that you've got cards here of protection and redirection. Okay, so they're indicating with the bear spirit. I mean, even if you look it up, the bear spirit is all about protection. The Six of Swords is being protected and redirected. Some of you may even be thinking about traveling or relocating in order to find easier energy. You may be desiring to move to the countryside, to reconnect with nature, is what they're showing me here as well. So I feel no task is unachievable. They're showing me that you are capable of achieving great things. And I feel anything you're worried about, it works out in your favor. They're showing me you're going to be given options that can help you with whatever it is you're worrying about. And it actually brings you into more peaceful energy. Now, actually, before I go here, I'm just going to go to this deck here and see if we've got anything going on regarding finances, because although they're giving me a general overview of finances as being having a little bit more than usual, abundance headed your way for your commitment to your hard work, coming through a very testing time, moving forward. The Well, I mean, they keep giving me this energy for your reading, which is something you're dreaming of, something you're manifesting. It's a wish come true. It shall be so. I mean, this is another like dreamer who uses the power of their mind to wish for something and it coming true. The wishing well, divining it, happening in divine timing. Six of Cups, an offer from the universe. Now the Six of Cups is a card of people sharing resources, coming together in community energy. So you may connect with friends, people you may have not seen for a while. This is also a card of building memories. You may have been thinking that the good old days have passed, or in some way it used to be better before, but they're indicating if we remain stuck in the past, we never get to visualize a future that is better. We're always looking back. So they want you to be aware of something. It's like I'm getting this energy that there's something much better in the future. The star energy is a better future to look forward to. Okay, you will see that there is a better future to look forward to. Take moments of pause, meditation to calm your anxiety. Some of you may have felt that because they're indicating here right now, some of you may have felt that your digestive system has been a little bit off. Some of you may have had like indigestion or acid reflux, things like that. They're indicating it's anxiety. Slow down, allow yourself to pause and just breathe. Okay. Look at the problems or the issues that maybe you've been wrestling with right now and ask yourself, is this something I can physically change right now in this moment? And if it is not, then just breathe. Let it just be as it is. It will work itself out. But if it is something that you can physically change, you can take action on it, find inspiration to find an alternative way, and you are in control of things. They want you to be aware of that, okay? Now the final card is Hermit. So this is you, my beautiful Virgo, taking a pause for inspiration, for knowledge. You've actually come to this lifetime with a lot of knowledge. In strength, okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Sorry, in silence, you find power. In strength, you find solitude. So maybe you've been feeling alone. You've been standing for something. Perhaps you've been standing up to somebody or something, and you felt a little bit alone. Know that you are more powerful than you think. Okay, a testing time resolves for you, and the result is positive. Also, there's some good news headed your way. With the Six of Cups there, it indicates a message. They're saying to me right now, you knew this was coming. You knew this was coming. So you knew this good news was coming, or you were expecting this good news. As you can see, the Hermit searches for inspiration. He's got the lantern there, feeling pretty fed up with the way things are. So you may feel there's moments where you don't feel hopeful, or you feel like a little bit lost or confused. And sometimes that can make us feel grouchy or negative. I mean, I'm not pointing the finger at you, my beautiful Virgo. We all get into that energy. But they're indicating, take a pause, allow yourself to take a step back, retreat. It allows you to rejuvenate your energy, regroup, and renew yourself so you're back in power. Okay? Some of you have been working really hard in silence on. You're going to get some really good news on it. It changes everything is what they're showing me. It's something you're manifesting. Also, you may hear from someone that you haven't heard from in a while. They may reach out. They may reach out with an opportunity, or they may, if they owe you money, I feel like they may actually return that money to you as well with a little extra to say thank you is what they're showing me. Now, they really want me to take this top card. It's been sliding off the deck, so they want me to take that. Oh my gosh. I can't, manifestation. Okay, I mean, I feel like it would have come out anyway, but it was sliding off the top. You probably can't see it because of the box there. If you could see it, it kind of slid off the top of the deck. My guides were pointing at it. Take that one, take that one. So I've taken that one, but anyway, I'm going to get some more as well. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Trailblazer, another number 1 in your reading. Magician card is number 1. Okay, and you got the Magician card twice. They're showing me 111 in the water. That is something you will see over the next 4 to 5 weeks. That indicates that something you've been manifesting is coming to you, okay? And it's something that's been really important. It says, use your energetic power to manifest. The universe has your back. And it says, magic, create your reality, attracting. I mean, look at that. This new moon is all about manifestation for you. So write that list, my beautiful Virgo. We've got Trailblazer. You are very powerful. It says, you must be fearless in order to pave your new path. Unique, groundbreaking, new discovery. And finally, we've got Prayer. Number 17 is the star energy. Okay, again, it's like a wish being delivered. It says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe and it will be yours. Worship, devotion, pleading, faith. So again, no matter what deck I've shuffled there, they give me the same message. Something you've been asking for is showing up for you. The new moon period is so important for manifestation. Write that list. Keep it safe. Only ask for it once. It shall be so. Okay. I'm just going to go and get a last card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Because if you're someone who knows Tarot, of course, when you get the major arcanas, and you've got a lot, you got the Empress card, you got the Magician card twice, you got I've just said the Empress card. You've also got the Hangman and you've got the Star. This is like big questions about your destiny. These are bigger things. It's not the little details. It's like sometimes the bigger picture seems so overwhelming. You may want to accomplish this thing and you think, how am I going to get there? I don't know how I'm going to do it. The universe says, don't worry. We'll take care of the bigger picture. You take care of the details. Breathe, relax, take the first step. It shall be so. And finally, we've got Puffin Partnership. Okay, so it says here, accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will always give the best results, okay? So remember, if there's something that you're doing by yourself and you're feeling really exhausted, you can ask for help. You can delegate. You can say to somebody, you know what, I can't help you at this time because I'm overwhelmed with all the stuff that I've got going on right now. And watch them say, you know what, let me help you out. So you can ask for help. The energy can shift. We've got the lucky cat. Okay, the lucky cat. So Jupiter is going to be very benevolent for you, my beautiful Virgo. From the 23rd, watch things just work out for you in a more positive way. The lucky cat also is about independence. So some of you may get a promotion, a raise, or set up your own business, set up your own income, become an entrepreneur. Financially, I see you attracting more. Okay, in your near future, I see you attracting more. But over this new moon period, I feel more it's about getting mental peace, clarity, and finding direction. And that is something that you will actually find in moments of meditation or pause or silence. You know, even if you go to the bathroom for like 10 minutes and just chill, you're going to find some sort of inspiration, or suddenly an idea comes to you. And, you know, even having a bath, just those moments of silence, suddenly you can hear everything clear as day, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Virgo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.